Alrighty. Okay, quick update for I think day 10 and 11. Or am I on day 8 and 9? I'm not sure, but Doge has gone down. So I was at 370 USD and then it went down to 288 like 2 or 3 days ago. So I've been slowly grinding it back, waiting for Doge to go up as well. It has gone up a little bit. But once it keeps going up, hopefully it does. Um, yeah, we'll have all the profits that I've won in between then as well. But that's the update. I'll leave the. I'll go through my YouTube videos and see what days I'm up to. So this will obviously be called what day it's up to. I'll play a little bit here. Oh, missed the bet. That's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4 smalls in. When I mean smalls, it's four in the first dozen, 5 in the first dozen. That's a good sign to start betting on the opposite. So I'll go 50 cents. We won't get too greedy here. Even though we're down because of Doge, that should turn around when Doge turns around. Yeah, so from 370, that's almost 100 USD that I lost. Come on, let's get the win straight away. Please, pretty please. Yes. I was dancing around the 4 and the 2 then. That's kind of freaked me out. Do some table hopping. That is another 4 of them. Oh my god. Minimum bet 50. I don't like that. I only like 5 and 10 cents with my balance. So 5 cents I'll wait for 2. 10 cents I'll wait for 3, 2 to 3. 20 cents I'll wait for about 4. 20 to 50 cents. Would have got the win if we were there on time. That's all good. Yep, so this strategy is called, well, I have named it wait a while, because you sit and wait for, if you're on one table, you're sitting and waiting for 2 or more of the same dozen to come out, and then I bet the opposite 2 dozens. So, see, like this has 3, and it's a 5 cent table, which is the smallest table I've ever seen. 3 of the small dozens, so I would have had second and third here if I had a bet down. 5 cents on each. So with 5 cent table like this one, you need $110 in your balance. That gives you 7 more chances that it's not going to land in the same dozen. Say you weighted those 3 plus your 7 chances, that's 10. 10 times that it doesn't land in the same dozen. I'm not saying that it can't happen. The most I've seen is 9 in the same dozen. So that gives you a good chance that it's gonna come back into these other 2 dozens, and then you might get a 0 here and there, so you lose on a 0 as well. So basically 13 numbers, you're covering pretty much two-thirds of the whole board It's just under with the 0, but you get the picture. So I'll just sit and wait. There is a few strategies. The latest number to come out, the latest dozen to come out, and the longest dozen, so which is first and third. So we would have won that last bet, not that one, not the 4, the 23, if we had time to put it down. Well, because there's 2 not out in the same dozen, you can go first and third. So first and third dozen. And that would have been a win. Because you're waiting for it to repeat like that, and you're waiting for the longest one. So now there's 2 of those. That's, oh jeez, 5-cent start. 2 will come out on a 5-cent table. 2 in the first dozen, a 4 and a 10. As you can see, there's 12 numbers in a dozen. And it pays 2 to 1. So if one of these wins, that's a winner. So that one gets taken away, the second dozen. And then we get that chip back plus another chip. So we win 15 cents from our 10-cent bet. And if you were to lose, that's when you triple the bet. So it's a 3 times martingale strategy. Just with my little slight modification where you wait for two or three. It's better to wait for 3, but it takes longer. That's why I named it wait a while or sit and wait. Sit and wait for 2 of the same dozen or 3 of the same dozen. So the longer you wait, the better your chances that it doesn't hit the ones that you aren't betting on. So that's 2 in the third dozen, 25, 20, 25 and 29. So once I see 2 on a 5-cent table, that's when I start betting. But you could wait for 3, you could wait for 4, and for 5-cent starting bet, you need $110. Gives you seven chances of tripling it up 7 times. So this is attempt number 1, gives you 7 attempts. So we lost that one. So now have to triple the bet on each. So 10-cent bet goes to a 30-cent bet. 15 on each equals 30 cent. 5 was our first bet on each. So we triple each bet, 15 and 15. So if you times 5 cents by 10, it becomes 50 cents. And then instead of $110, you need $1,100, 1,100. See, that's another loss. So now we need to triple again to 45 cents. But I like to just add another 5 cents. So now we're going to win 10 cents. Because it's just easier to put one 50-cent chip down than, 9 of those on each. Gives you time too, so to put the bet on, so you don't miss the bet. I could have waited a while on this one, but we got the win finally. So we won 10 cents. I think Doge might have gone up. Okay, 352.87. We'll sit and wait a while. The only way you're going to lose on this strategy, if you don't listen to what I'm explaining, but if you follow it, you might still lose, but the chances are that you won't. a higher, a greater, like, see there's two first. So now, oh, that's 50 cents. Go back to 5. 1 and a 7 in the first dozen. So if you wanted $5 bets, no, $1 bets, you need a bankroll of 2,200. So $1 bets is 2,200 bankroll. And you do the same thing, you wait for 2 or 3 before you start placing your bet. I did this on a simulator, it's on my YouTube a couple of videos ago. With it's a simulator, so it's not real money, but I won $100 in an hour. On the video I'm pretty sure it was only half an hour and I won $50. But I don't know many jobs that pay $100 an hour, so if you've got a spare 2,200 to spare, man, go for it. Okay, now I'm just sitting and waiting for 2 in the same dozen again. For 10-cent bets you need $220. I could be playing for 10 cents, but I'm not in a rush to lose my money, if you know what I mean, or make a profit. Like, I'm not in a rush to make a big profit. I do want profit, 100%. But slow and steady wins the race in this strategy. And before you use this strategy, or any roulette strategy, make sure that you use a simulator or a free play one where you can play with free money. Test it out yourself. Test any strategy out that way. That's how I learned. Okay, we lost that. Triple our bet. That's 3, so we missed attempt number 1, which just happens to be number 1. This is our second attempt, so we're waiting for the spin on our second attempt. Should be a 30-cent bet. You can make sure if down here, if you've got 15 on each, it equals 30. Boom, there's a winner. 23. We just won 5 cents. So when you're tripling it up, you win your previous bets back, plus the 5-cent profit that you started with, unless you increase your second attempt or third attempt by a little bit. So one more win, we'll get 353.02. So we just sit and wait a while. So that's a low, medium, high, or first, second, third. So third is the high numbers, medium is the second dozen, which is the medium numbers, and low is the first dozen, which are the small numbers. That's what I mean by low, medium, high. It's just easier for my brain to remember low, medium, high instead of first, second, third. You could do that if you're pretty smart. That's another medium, second dozen. These are the columns. They pay the same as the dozens, and then these are 1-to-1 bets. I used to play these, but then I've lost so many times doing the martingale strategy. Not all the time. I've won most of the time, but when I did lose, I lost big. Because I was betting red and there was like 9 blacks already out, and then another, 20 blacks came out, so there was it was massive. It was like 21 blacks came out, and I couldn't afford the bets. So then I found out this was covering like 66% of the board. Well, it's a bit less because of the zero, but 2/3 of the board rather than 50% of the board, half of the board. Better odds, more numbers. I never bet on individual numbers. Okay, so we're going high, medium, low, high. We're just waiting for 2 in a row. If I was to put a bet down now, I would have went high and then waited, because the high number is the latest to hit in case it repeats, and then the longest one, which takes the longest to hit, which was the second. So I would have went second and third. That's a different strategy I've made up as latest and longest. That would have been a hit. So now to be the second and the first if I was to bet. The latest being the 18 and the longest being the 9. So the latest dozen was the 18, the middle dozen, the longest dozen was the 9 in the first dozen. And that was second recent, so the high. 26 in the third dozen. You just skip that. You skip the second latest and you go the third. So that would have been a win. Yeah, so that 110 balance, that would only give you 7 chances. You really want 10 chances max, but you got to do the maths. I got the cheat sheet in my Discord. Anyone who wants to join my Discord is welcome. Just leave a comment in the YouTube channel saying you want to join my Discord. I've got to check all the messages, make sure someone hasn't asked to join so far. There we go, 2 low numbers, or 2 first dozen, 7 and 8. Now we can put our bet down. To be more safer, you could wait another one and hopefully, wait for 3 of the same dozen and then place your bet. Or you could wait for 4 to be even more safer. That's sort of a combined strategy when I go back to the lobby, and you can see all the tables online that this casino provides. And when I do that, I'll wait for 4 and then I join that table. Okay, that was a loss. You could flat bet, but I think you have to win twice. 10 and then 10. You only win 15. Damn, all these low numbers. Alright, that was second attempt. Now we go to third attempt. 45 cents. Take it to 50.
Yeah, you there?
Yo, I'm just doing a recording, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'll be 2 secs. Once I get this, I'll stop it.
Yeah, okay.
Just gonna put it on YouTube.
Sick.
Say hello to YouTube, Seth. Hey, hey.
Hello.
It's not live, it's just a recording.
Yeah, no, I know.
There we go. Got the win. So I've made
Nice.
353. Alright. Catch you another time. Peace.